I think the biggest challenge for us in this one, after having read the book, so I read the book and I really fell in love with the story, but I knew that the big challenge was going to be, because we're telling the origin story of a villain that everybody knows, was to sort of reset everybody and get everybody behind this young man who is not yet fully formed, who is not philosophically formed, right? So to get the audience behind him, rooting for him, empathizing with him, so that he can be the protagonist of the story, but maintaining the sort of, inherent sense of darkness that's in him, the sort of need for ambition and the greed and all of that, keeping those elements alive, so that when he does kind of descend into darkness, it becomes truthful and believable. I'm a huge fan of all those kinds of stories. I mean, you look at like Macbeth, or you look at Breaking Bad, or you look at, The Joker, Darth Vader. As soon as you get into the sort of reasons why people go, to the dark side, or, philosophically dark like this, the kind of Hobbesian worldview, I think it's just a fascinating character journey. With Donald, when we were doing the original movies, and this is always fascinating with actors, he's playing the villain, but when I was with Donald and when he and I spoke, we never spoke about him being the villain, right? Like he, and was the sort of the hero of his own movie, and he took on this kind of worldview, which is like, if you really believe this, you feel like what you're doing is right. And I think that's always the key, so that here we watch his worldview change through heartbreak, through disappointment, through grooming, all the various sort of aspects, but it becomes a true belief for somebody.
Mr. Snow, let me ask you one final time. What are the Hunger Games for?